Hey guys, it's Dr. Kim from Inspire Physical Therapy. And today, what I want to do is demonstrate how you can make your very own castor oil pack. Now, castor oil packs have been used for many years through various different cultures, and typically it's used to address issues of inflammation, whether that be arthritis. Maybe you have arthritis in your shoulder or frozen shoulder, or it can be used for, it's really well known for treating issues of fibroid tumors in the uterus, ovarian cysts. It's quite beneficial for all those things. And so, being a Mercier therapist and working with my clients who are dealing with issues of infertility, this is a really nice sort of adjunct thing that I can have my clients do to help support the things that we're doing here in the clinic. And so I'm going to take, in a couple minutes, I'm just going to take some time and go over the things that you'll need to make it, and then walk through a quick video on how to apply it to your body, how long to leave it, how often to do it, and all those good things. So stay tuned and join me, and I'll demonstrate how to make your own pack and how to apply it. Ingredients that you're going to need to make your very own castor oil pack. It's pretty simple. So I like to have, first of all, you're going to need your castor oil. My favorite brand, and the only brand that I personally will use, although you can find all kinds of brands on Amazon or wherever you shop, but I really like the Palma Christie brand. It seems to be a very popular and trusted brand. And as far as expensive, it's relatively comparable to all the other brands as well. So Palma Christie is the brand that I like to use. And then many years ago, when I first did my castor oil pack, I just bought sort of the package with it. So I've got the Palma Christie oil, and then I also bought the Palma Christie flannel. So they do have a little flannel that you can buy. Most people in the castor oil pack world do recommend that you get yourself a piece of organic flannel, organic cotton flannel. It's not bleached and it's pretty high quality. However, that being said, I have seen ladies use just a standard cotton cloth, even paper towel. So there is some benefit to using what you have. So don't let it stop you. If you don't have the highest quality cotton piece of flannel, don't let that stop you from giving this a try, because you can still get some really good benefits from doing the castor oil pack. So that's my little spill on that. Okay, so when I'm not using my castor oil flannel, I usually just keep it stored in a Pyrex bowl so that it has a lid, and then I can just put it in my refrigerator so it doesn't get moldy or stale, but I can reuse it over and over. Because what you're going to see when I open this up is, here's my flannel, but it's really oily. It's very, very saturated, and that's what you want. You want to just open up your castor oil bottle and just pour it in, and then just really take your hands and really work in the oil to the point where your entire piece of flannel is completely saturated with the oil. So that when you touch the flannel, your fingertips get oily. That's what you want. You want it super saturated. So just keep pouring in the oil, work it in. It's not going to go to waste. You're going to keep your flannel. You're going to store it. You're going to use it over and over and over, okay? So there's that. And then you're going to want some sort of protective pad for your clothing. And so I like to use just like a puppy pad or a Chuck's pad, just something that kind of keeps you protected. Because I'd recommend doing this in a spot where you can lay down and relax. So most likely to be in your bed. So you can just lay this over your bed, and no worries about getting it all over your sheets or your clothes. Wear old clothes for sure. Now today I'm doing this video, I don't necessarily have old clothes on. But when you do this at home, please put your old clothes on so that you don't ruin any of your good outfits. And then you're also going to want a roll of plastic wrap. And I'll show you what that's all about here in a sec too. Okay, so I've got my plastic wrap, I've got my castor oil flannel, I've got a protective pad, and then I also like to use heat. Now heat, I prefer it. I would almost say it's a must, but there are, if you click on a lot of the castor oil pack videos, you're gonna see some people use heat, some people don't. But here's what I would say to that. If you don't have a heating pad of some sort, and it can be a cheap one, it doesn't have to be a super expensive one, but if you don't have one, don't let that stop you from trying this. But if you have one, use it, because it's going to help to penetrate and open up those pores and really get the blood flowing and get this castor oil to the area that you want it to be in much, much quicker. So if you have one, use a heating pad, and then you'll wrap it all up together, and you're going to see that here in just a sec, okay? All right, so I'm going to pause the video and kind of get things ready for me to get up on the table. I'm going to pretend like this is my bed at home, because I want to be really, really comfy. And yeah, let's get to it. I'm just going to get comfy on the table here. Got my heating pad ready. I'm going to put a little bolster under my knees just so I'm super comfy, because I'm going to be laying here at a minimum 30 minutes. If at all possible, I recommend going for that whole hour. That way you get the biggest bang for your efforts. For setting this up. Now I have a nice little yoga bed made here just because I'm doing this on my treatment table, but you could totally do something like this at home too. You could set yourself up on a yoga mat and a yoga bed, and just as long as you're comfy and kind of relax, because you want to also take this time to just be very introspective and really focus on the areas that you're trying to heal, so that you make that sort of brain-body connection for the areas that you're trying to give some attention and some love to. All right, so I'm just gonna tuck my shirt up here, pull down here, because I'm doing this for the purposes of fertility with most of my Mercier clients. And so I'm gonna target my ovaries and my uterus. And it has been shown to be super beneficial for really dissolving or getting rid of those ovarian cysts, quite often associated with things like PCOS. It's pretty remarkable. And also good for breaking up any scar tissue. Lots of women have had surgical procedures, so they might have some abdominal scar tissue that they're dealing with, or that might be impeding fertility. And so it's a really nice treatment to help break scar tissue up. So I'm just going to tuck my little pad there so I don't get oil on my bottoms. And so I'm going to lay the pad across the areas targeting both my uterus and my ovaries. Okay. Once I do that, I'm going to take this saran wrap here, get all my ducks in a row, and I want to secure the castor oil pack around my middle. So I'm going to do a little bit of bridging here, a little bit of ab workout. I'm going to secure that all the way around so that everything's sort of locked in, and it'll be nice and secure. Okay. Put that off. Okay. Got my pack all secured in. And the last thing would be to apply the heat. And so I'm going to take my heating pad and just put that right on top. And like I said, as a quick reminder, it doesn't matter what kind of heating pad you have. There are, there's certainly some that are better than others, but use what you have and don't let that stop you from doing the castor oil pack. Now, how often should you be doing this? Well, I would say at least 4 to 5 times a week, depending on what you're trying to achieve, of course. And so if you have questions about that or need some guidance on your particular situation, then certainly contact me and I can help you with that as well. But for this particular video, I'm thinking about helping females who are dealing with issues of infertility, and so I want to think about any kind of restrictions that they might have in their fallopian tubes or scar tissue that they might have in and around the uterus, or ovarian cysts that may have developed because of issues with a condition often referred to as PCOS. So that's what I'm thinking about, and I would recommend doing that 5 times a week for 45 minutes to an hour. And I know that's a big time commitment, but you can set yourself up nice and comfy in your bed, maybe turn on one of your favorite shows. Just keep it light and fluffy so that your brain can just decompress. Or you could take this time to do some meditation or read a book or look at a magazine. Just get yourself set up really comfy so that it doesn't feel like a stressful situation but feels more relaxed. You could listen to your favorite podcast. There's all kinds of things that you could do with that 45 minutes to an hour time. And again, I know it's a big time commitment, but I really think that this is a wonderful intervention. I've used it for other things as well, like shoulder pain or, areas that are inflamed for one reason or the other, and it really does help to calm down those areas. So anyway, that's how you do the castor oil pack, and add the heat. That will bump up the therapeutic benefits for sure, and give it a try. You might be surprised at how well things will start to improve. I've also seen it improve restoration of menses. So somebody that has maybe lost their period for some reason or another, this can help restore just the natural ebb and flow of things. So that's the castor oil pack, and feel free to reach out, comment. If you use it and you give it a try, please come back to this video and give me a comment. Please share this video with anybody that you think could benefit from this information. And if you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe to our channel, because we're really trying to help as many people as possible and really spread the word about some of these really nice natural things that we can do for ourselves. They don't always totally eliminate medicine. So I certainly think that medicine has its place even in fertility, but these are some natural things that we can do for ourselves that can really help to increase the benefits of any intervention that we're doing, really. So please comment, share, and give this a try. Thanks for tuning in.